Hi there, it's Pascal. So in this video, this is gonna be my last video for the month. I'm excited that because I made it. I said at the beginning of the month I was going to post 30 videos on my YouTube channel, and I'm glad I did it. Now, a lot of people, if this is the first time you're coming to my channel, I'll highly recommend that you subscribe and take a moment to subscribe. I really appreciate you. Because I share everything I know, what I'm doing in online business. So what I did basically is I follow very simple principles that most people neglect. Does that make sense? Very basic principles. Now, it came from this book, The Strangest Secret by L. Nightingale. I always recommend it. There's links under it to grab it from my YouTube channel. If you want to, you can Google it on YouTube and listen to it. Take a moment and listen to it, because this book, it was not really a book, it was an audio. It literally changed my life. It explained things that puzzled me all through my life. All I did was I started implementing what it was teaching. Now, what is really the strangest secret? What is the secret? Let's dive through a little bit here. So the book opened up. This is how it opened. Let's take, we live in, I did like to tell you about the strangest secret in the world. The late Nobel Prize winner, Dr. Albert Schweitzer, was once asked, "Doctor, what is wrong with men today?" The great doctor was silent a moment, and then he said, "Men simply don't think." That was how they opened it. Now the question, when I heard that the first time, I said, does it mean I'm not thinking? What does that really mean? Pause. We'll get deeper. So let's take 100 individuals who start even at the age of 25. Like you're probably over 25 now. When you were 25, you were so. Do you have any idea what they will become? Those men and women by the time they are 65. Those 100 people who all started even at the age of 25. We all start even at the age of 25. Come out of school, whether we went to school, it doesn't really matter. School doesn't really have much to do in this case. All of us believed that we were going to be successful. If you ask them if they want to be success, they will say, yes, I want to be success. You were very enthusiastic when you were young. I'm going to make life good. I'm going to live all this good, amazing life. This book is explaining what's happening to you. Remember, this book was written in 1936, so that you understand what I stumbled on this when I was 40. So if you're, and that's when I'll explain to you, that's when you start. So you don't get this by 25. If you're lucky, one of them, you get there. So, but let's dive a little bit deep. So by the time they are 65, only one out of those 100 people that started will be rich. 4 will be financially independent. 41 will still be working. And 54 will be broke, depending on others for life necessities. Now think a moment. Out of 100, only 5 made the grade. Only 5 was successful. Why? Let's dive deep and explain a little bit more. Because he teaches very simple things. He makes it very simple. L was a very brilliant guy. He said, why do they fail? What has happened to the sparkle that was there when they were 25? What has become of their dreams? Your dreams, where is your dream? You were once dreaming that you're going to be rich. You're going to be successful. You're going to live in a big mansion. Where's that dream? That's what L is saying. It disappeared. Mine vanished. Life beat it out of me. Said, now we have to define success. He said, when you say 5% achieve success. Now, if you are not good in numbers, when they say 5%, it simply means out of every 100, 5 people. Every 100 people that you see. Now, success here is subjective. It could be your health. It could be your relationship. you need a good relationship with your spouse. It could be you want more money in your bank account. It could be you want to drive one car. You want to live in anything you attach success to. It doesn't really matter. It's the same principle across all of them. All right. It could be you want to get a good grade in school if you're a student. The definition of success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Now, this is where it gets interesting. He said, what happened to these people? They conform. The trouble is most of us are acting like the wrong percentage group, the 95% who don't succeed. Why? Because we conform. Well, they don't really know. If you ask them, why are you why are you in the job that you don't like? They don't know. Most people seem to believe their lives are shaped by circumstances, by things that happen to them, by exterior forces. You gotta get that, by exterior forces. Now, the outer directed life. A survey was made. You gotta get this clear. A survey was made one time that covered a lot of people working. The people were asked a question. Why do you go to work? Why do you get out of bed in the morning? I'm gonna tell you what L said that, because when I first said it, I was like, this guy is just pulling me out of the shell, just exposing my life. He said a survey was made. Why do you go to work? If 19 out of 20 people you ask, you can do this survey on your own. Go out on the street and ask somebody, why do you go to work in the morning? Why do you get up in the morning? Why do you go to work? Ask them. You're gonna see the answer here. You'll be surprised. If you press them all, they will say everyone goes to work in the morning, and that's the reason they do it. Because everyone else is doing it. That's the reason. Now let's get back to the definition of success. Who succeeds? The only person who succeeds is the person who is progressively realizing a worthy ideal. You see the 95% that's gonna fail. That's what he's saying. See, now he began to understand what's the difference between people that succeed and people that fail. He said there's one thing. A success is any person who you pick a goal and you start working towards it. Now, he said this is where really got me thinking. Have you ever wondered why so many people work so hard and honestly without achieving anything in particular? This was me. I swear to God. I was working in care. I was working delivery job. Anywhere I was about to get license or security, I was working delivery, everything. I thought the answer was work. I said, have you ever wondered why? Ask me where is all those money I made? Thin air, vanished. Oh God, help us. And why others seem not to work hard, and yet they seem to get everything? Does it not surprise you? Are there people you see around you that they don't seem to work hard, but they drive big cars, they live in big houses, their children are all great, doing well. They're not common. I don't mean everybody that has a lot of money is successful. That's not. There are people, their life is well balanced. If you're looking at them you can tell the way they speak, the way they carry themselves. Everything seems to work out for them. And he's explaining. He said they seem to have a magic touch. Any business they enter, there's profit in it. Have you ever wondered? You're asking me what product to sell. The product to sell. That's what you're asking. It's not a question. L is giving you the secret here. There's a secret to that. You gotta understand it. You've heard them say about that person, everything he touches turns to gold. Now, when I heard that, I said, this guy knows what he's talking about. This book was written in 1936. It's still current till today. Have you ever noticed that person who becomes successful tends to continue to become successful? Now, the difference is goals. if you're not joining me this evening, I'm going to show you practical, because it's one thing to read the book, right? It's one thing to read all these things. It's just like you go to church, you tell your pastor, pray, you kneel down, you fast. God help me, I'm gonna do this. They touch you, go to your pastor, pray for me, they pray, they touch you. They were doing all that thing for me. It didn't cut. I was still where I was. I was still struggling. Why? Because there was nobody to tell me, Pascal, this is what you need to do. You want to build a business online? Okay. Let's get into it. First of all, you got to draw a business plan. So you got to get an education that will guide you on what product to sell. You got to find a way to learn how autoresponder works. You got to learn how to manage your website, build a website. You got to learn how to link products to sell. You got to learn how to communicate in your blogs, in your videos, to sell a product on your website. You got to learn how to advertise. Nobody was giving me the practical steps. So I was just praying and hoping that one day so everything would happen. That's what L is talking about. You're wishing. Ain't gonna work. Faith without action is dead. You see, he said, think of a ship leaving a harbor. So today's webinar is going to be on goals. I'm going to show you how I implemented this thing. I'm going to show you if it's whatever the goal is for you, whether you want to make your first 1,000, whether you want to lose weight, whether you want to fix your marriage. I'm going to show you how practical things you can do to get you there. I'm no longer into talking mode. I just want you to get that clear. Today's webinar is action. You got to do this. You got to do this. If you're not doing any of this, you're not getting any money online. Your marriage is not going to be fixed. You're still going to be in the work that you're doing for the next 5 years. That's what L is saying. You got to learn how to set goals and work towards it. It's success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. The ideal is the goal. So it's a progressive. You're moving in that direction. Your amplitude of vibration, the thought energy is leading you towards that goal. So think of a ship. Think of yourself now. You want to drive from London to Manchester. Many people focus on the goal, which is what we do. It's not that bad. It's not. But they don't know where they're standing. Remember when you go to a street map into a city, you see you're looking at the city, you're trying to get a couple of blocks around, but you're trying to find out how to navigate to get there. When you look at that map, what is the first thing you're looking at? You're looking at that place that says you are here, because you need to know where you are first before you know whether you're going to turn left, right, center, straight, to begin to turn to get towards your goal. Your goal is any destination you set for yourself. So today's webinar is going to show you how to set a goal online and bring you steps backwards to where you are so that you can start moving left, right, straight. 2020 December, you hit your goal. If you're brave enough to walk down that path. Because I can tell you now, it's not for everybody. If it was easy, why is it only 5 people out of every 100 that you see are doing it? Because the company you're working for is doing it. They have a goal. They have a target for 2020. You're going to help them achieve that target. It's good. But what's the target for your own self, for your life, for your future? What do you want to be? What do you want to want when you're 65? What are you currently doing to increase your income? These were questions I was asking. I said to myself, I'm not doing any of this. I'm just working for this company and they're just using me to reach their own goals and lives, and they are living. When you start an online business, learn how to sell products, you will find the secrets. It's embedded here. You will see the world clearly. For me, it's very simple. I'm celebrating. I did it's 30 days. You focus on something. I said, do something for 30 days towards that goal. You will wonder a life you found. You will wonder a new life you found. You can't quit. It's embedded. I'm going to be sharing that in the webinar today. In case if you want to join me, there'll be links around this. Register. It's a Zoom call. It's free. Join me. Ask me questions. Because this July we're going into, I've mapped out my goals. I'm going to teach you how can you map out your own goals and start working towards. I don't care what it is. The formula is the same thing. Whether you want to make 1,000 selling products like me online, or whether you're into real estate, you want to buy your first house, or whether you want to go into crypto, whatever you want to do, you want to start your own business, doesn't really matter. But the goal is important, and you need to know where you are. So you start moving towards that. If you don't know how to reverse engineer and set goals, this webinar is for you. You gotta see practical steps, action steps. People will look at you 30 days from today. You tell them, I found the secret. That's what I want you to learn. Apart from that, the links on this video will show you. Join me, and I'll be seeing you on that training. I will love it. I'm gonna pack in a lot of information into it. Now, people say, Pascal, there's something special about me. There's nothing. I keep telling you guys there is nothing special about me. Anybody that knows me before will tell you, I know that dude. I know that dude, you know? So, but the truth is, I've changed. The person they know before and the person they know is two different people. Before, we used to hang out, drink beers and all that. Now, all those things gone. I have a very big goal I'm working towards every day. So no time to muck about. I'm an action taker. That's why I only like people who take action around me. So it's part of the principle is surround yourself with a selected group of people who lead you towards your goal, who encourage you, who inspire you to keep. It's going to be tough to get in that 5% group. After that 5% group, there's a 1%. That's where I'm headed. That's where I'm working towards, the 1%. It might take another 5 years to get there. I'm 40 now. If I get there by 45, it's okay. It's a good deal. It's a goal. We work towards it. That's the only thing that gets us up in the morning. You see, he said it in the book. That's the reason we wake up in the morning. Why do you wake up in the morning? Because of that dream, that idea, that imagination, that thing you have in your ambition. You will see how to bring things from your imagination that God has deposited in you, how to bring it into life. You'll be shocked the first time you do it. You'll be like, there's a lady I interviewed one time, and she said something. She said, because she's a Christian like me as well, and she said, has nothing to do with Christianity. So there are some things that she knew in the Bible, but after joining this training I was recommending, she knows now she has the ability to create the life she wants. But it was in the Bible, but she didn't know the practical steps to create that life. Said, I'm not going to blame anybody outside of me anymore. It's my responsibility. And that's where you want to be. Once you take that responsibility for your life, your children, if your children are falling and not getting good grades, it's your responsibility to fix that. If your wife is always nagging, it's your responsibility to fix that. If your husband is always away from the home because of too much toxic anger, it's your responsibility to fix that. You got to learn how to communicate. And that's what they teach in online business. It's communication. You're still watching me. Why? Because I'm communicating. I might be speaking to you. It's just, is it a secret? It's not really a secret, but it's right there in front of you. What you're looking for, it's inside of you. It's not outside. You need somebody to take you there, to bring out the best God has deposited in you. When you were a baby, you arrived with it. Some people may be responsible for it. It must have taught you something different to look for it outside. You gotta learn that it's inside. Somebody might be responsible for your life the way you are now, but you have that responsibility to change it to create the life you want. So that's what they teach. So I hope you join me on this webinar. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. Because energy. You can see I'm all fired up. I just like every end of the month, we review what we did last month, we improve from there. It's that simple. It's not complicated. Over the next 30 days, you will look back. Only the whole of July is coming. You will look back, you get shocked. How did I get here? It's in this book. Only 5 people that you see out of every 100 is doing what I'm telling you. That's why they are successful. So you got to get yourself in that group. I can't put you there. Get yourself in that group. You have to make a decision. That's where you want to belong. There's nothing wrong with being in 95. It's just there's a better way to live. So I learned it from this book. Now you got to understand this. This book recommended I should read The Magic of Believing. I should read Think and Grow Rich. And I read Think and Grow Rich, and I read A Lot of Success. It recommended that. And A Lot of Success said, you get this around your 40-year mark. 35, 40-year. So I wouldn't be surprised. You're 35, 40, 45. You're in that window. They're saying that's the time we start. So don't even for once begin to think that time has gone past. There's plenty of time to achieve greatness. You can't afford not to go for it. Now that you have this information I'm giving you, you have to pull the trigger. You have to go for it. No more looking back. Action. You keep praying. That's good. Time for action. Join me on the webinar. I'm going to show you practical steps how to hit what you need to do to tick those boxes to reach your goal in terms of online business. I'm going to show you how to get $1,000 by now, between now and Christmas, side income. Can you do it? You could achieve it in 3 months, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year. It's how quickly you implement what's here. That's gonna improve your income. Then look at when you get to that mark, 1,000, 2,000 by Christmas, side income, aligned with what you're doing now. Think of 2021, the whole of 20. How do you think it's gonna be? Then you do the same thing again, 2022, 2023. Remember, you're belonging to only 5% of the world. Do you see the difference? It's a different type of lifestyle. He said, you will find a different life, a magnificent life that you have found. Behind the book, he said, ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. For everyone asketh, receive it. Matthew 7:7. It's based on Bible principles. Some people have literally tampered with the Bible, from my opinion. All right, so I'm just gonna run through here, and I hope you guys find this video interesting. There'll be links to register for the webinar. It's gonna be 6 p.m. UK time today, and I'll see you guys there. Take care. Bye bye.